Hello, internet friends. So today I decided that I wanted to talk to something that breaks my heart every single day that I'm alive, and that is canceled TV shows. We all know what I'm talking about, that empty, aching hole where your heart used to be, where Fox ripped it out, or where ABC ripped it out, when they canceled some of the best shows to ever be on TV. First and foremost, everybody's favorite show to talk about being canceled, The Geek's Holy Bible, Firefly. I will never get over this. And watching Arrested Development come back on Netflix and watching Veronica Mars get crowdfunded just makes me want to cry myself to sleep in my pillow. And I will never be consoled unless it happens to come back. Now, they keep talking about how Fox is never going to sell the rights and Joss Whedon is so busy being super kick-ass with the Avengers and all of these different things. I mean, he hasn't even had the time to make the Dr. Horrible feature-length film that he's been talking about. So it's unlikely that anything is going to happen anytime soon, but a girl can dream, and dream she will. Next, a personal favorite show of mine that I am making sure that my roommate watches because she's never seen is Pushing Daisies. Now, Pushing Daisies was a show that was on ABC for 1 and 2 seasons, and it's basically about a kid who discovers that he has the power to bring the dead back to life with one touch, but if he touches them again, they die forever. And then his childhood sweetheart is dead and he touches her and brings her back to life, and then they can never touch and wacky hijinks ensue. It's very early Tim Burton. The color saturation is really high. I always describe it as kind of romantic in the way that they do the storytelling. And it starred Kristen Chenoweth. Yeah, you heard me right. Kristen Chenoweth. My spirit animal. And yet they still canceled it. It makes no sense. Now, Lee Pace, the pie maker, has gone on to do fantastical nerdy things like play Thranduil in The Hobbit, but that doesn't ease my aching heart because I was in love with him and we were going to get married. And now he's double not real because the show is no longer on the air. It's heartbreaking. Now, Pushing Daisies is not on Netflix, so if you want to watch it, you're going to have to figure out a different way to do it. I'm not suggesting anything. These are Jenny's copies. She got them on half.com, where you can find like half-price DVDs and movies and books and all sorts of things. So that's a really good alternative if you want to watch it. It is a wonderful show. You definitely will not regret it. Plus, Kristen Chenoweth sings, and it's always really funny. So, it's awesome. The third show that I want to talk about, I do not have a hard copy of, but it's another Joss Whedon. It was Dollhouse that starred Eliza Dushku. Awesome show. Super cool. Basically, the premise was that there exists the science to overwrite someone's brain and make them a blank slate, and then you can imprint them with whatever kind of personality or skill sets you want, and then erase them again and put them back in the doll state. So basically, the dollhouse was a place that would send out dolls that were hostage negotiators or super spies or nannies or whatever for rich clients that wanted to hire a doll. And it was a really cool, kind of creepy premise, the way that Joss Whedon likes to do it. It was kind of gritty. It starred a lot of familiar faces, and it was so good. It was one of those shows that I don't remember what day of the week it was on, but whenever that day came around, I was always like, oh my God, it's Dollhouse Day. Nobody call me. Nobody text me. I am not going out. Gotta sit down and watch my Dollhouse. The nice thing about Dollhouse having 2 seasons was they got a chance to wrap the storyline up, where Firefly didn't, and it left kind of an empty hole in your heart because they didn't have the warning from the network that they were going to need to kind of tie everything into a neat little package, and Dollhouse did. And it was still a tragedy that it got canceled because I am a devotee of anything that's even Joss Whedon adjacent, but it had a nice feeling of kind of wrapping up the storyline and resolution for a couple of the characters. So I highly recommend it. Dollhouse is also on Netflix, so you can marathon it. It's only 2 seasons. So anyway, what are TV shows that you missed the most that were canceled before their time? Let me know in the comments. See ya.